Hello, so this is the third of 5 videos to learn to play the grade 3 piece Hound Dog. So far you should have this, you should have your up to, I was going to say up to bar 11, but actually a little bit further, we're working up to the end of the third line, which takes us into the next section. So here's the first bit, this is what you should be able to do, you can join along if you like. If I do a 1, 2, 3, 4, ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, okay, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the first bit. So if that's all completely new to you, you need to go back and do some more work over the first 2 videos which cover that section. If you're happy with that so far, let's move on and look at the middle section, which really goes from bar 14, but I'm going to lead in from the end of the third line. So if I just show you this in the music here. So you can see we've got the, here's the walking bass line bit, which goes dum, 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 dum. And then we've got good old-fashioned sort of status quo rock and roll bass line. So that's what goes on here. We have a whole line of that. So let's actually tackle that left hand first of all. So basically what we've got here is fifths and sixths, and the bottom note is 2 ledger lines off the bottom, which is a low C. So you've got a fifth, a C and a G, and then a sixth. So, and we've got 4 bars of that, so it's going to go like this. So that's all the last line. So bring my music back here for us to have a look at. Up onto the next page. Same idea, but we're going to move up just for 2 bars now to F position. So it's the same shape, but we're down there, we move up to here, and we do 2 bars up here, and 1 more bar. And then we move back down to where we were for 2 bars there. Then we are going to move up to G position. So there your little fingers on G. But now these are all fifths here. That's a fifth. That's a fifth, but moving down to another fifth. So let me show you that bit. So you're up here, it goes rest, rest, move down 1, rest, 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 and then we've got this little walking bass line here. Walking up from C, C, E, F with your thumb, so that's a slight change of position, second finger over onto F sharp, and then thumb onto G. So that'll be this. So I'm going to put that all together now. So what I'd like you to do is try and keep an eye on the music as you play along with me, okay? So if I count to 4, and we're going to do the walk down bit, this thing, so let me just remind you that because it's quite a fiddly little walk down. So 1, 2, 3, A flat, thumb under, all white notes, and that leads you into the bottom line of the first page, okay? So a 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb under, getting louder. This is loud. And I'm putting a nice strong first beat on each bar. Now, up into F position. This is the next page. Back down to the C position. Now I'm going to jump up to G position. Rest, rest. Down 1. Rest, rest, rest. And here's the walk up. Thumb on the F, and then you get, and that takes us back to the beginning. Okay, so that's our little left hand bit there. So let me play it through with the right hand over it, and then we can break down what you're actually going to do here. So just have a listen for a moment. beginning. Okay, so let's have a look at what your right hand's doing. So going back to the bottom of the first page, so the left hand's doing fifths and sixths. Your right hand is mainly playing in sixths. These chords are all sixths here, and then these little ones moving down here, they're all sixths, single note there, but then another sixth. Let's look at that. So, and it's on the offbeat, so it goes dum bum 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 ba ba bum 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 ba da da. So let's have a look at that. So in your right hand, that's the chord. So if I went 2, 3, 4, 1, like that. Let's just try that. 2, 3, 4, 1. Now the third one has got some more stuff to go on the end of it. So you play the chord, then G, then A, and then back to a tied C. So that will be like that. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, sorry, now when I did that, I think I did a chord on the end, but it's actually just the C there. Okay, so I'll try again. 2, 3, 4, 1. Then you're going to jump up, G to E flat, bringing it down, 1, white notes, bringing it down 1, then A, and back to that chord. Now, the first two chords are short, and then you make that all nice and long. So if I put that whole line together, 2, 3, 4, 1. Move up. So that's that bit. You might want to pause and go back over that. Let's have a look at the next bit. So now that's actually a fifth and then a full chord. And then the bit on the end is the same as that we did on the previous line. I'll show you this bit. So whereas we had that before, now we've got this a fifth. So same rhythms, it goes, then a full F major chord. So just two notes, a fifth apart, then a full chord. So that goes 2, 3, 4, 1. Now this time, instead of a chord, it'll just be just those notes. So I'll show you that again. Then we move up and do what we did before. So let's go from the beginning, from bar 14, putting that together. So if you need to, pause, go back on things, okay? But now I'm just going to run through what we've got so far. 2, 3, 4, 1. Now fifth, single notes, sixth, and a nice long chord on the end. Okay, so here we are. This is the second page, and you see the long chord there. Right, going through onto our next line now, we've got a triplet. That means 3 notes. So these 3 quavers are played in the time of a pair of quavers, which will give you a nice ba-ba-ba feel. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3, and you're going to get 1 and a 2 and a 3. So just for a moment, we'll just get that little triplet. So that's what that 3 means. So that's not a finger number, that's a triplet there. The finger number is the one over the top. Now, B flat, B, D, that will be B natural as well, because we've just cancelled out the flat and back to G. So let's look at that one. Starting on the second finger, it goes like that. And it's got a crotchet rest in front of it. So if you just say rest, it'll get you in the right place. It goes rest. Okay, rest. Then new hand position, got a nice little pattern here. A, C, D, C, E flat, nice little bluesy note, D, 2 C's, and that one's just held and tied. So if I show you that, so there's the A, there's the C, and then, now what it doesn't say, because you could play it like that, but I find that a bit awkward. Put your second finger on the C there, you'll find it easier. So this is a bit of what we call an A minor blues scale there. Get the idea? So if I put those 2 bits together, so you're going to start on B flat with your second, then you're going to move your thumb onto A there for the next phrase. So starts the rest, so it goes rest, thumb on A, And just to finish off this rather long video, I'm just going to go back over all that right hand bit. Okay, so I'm going back down to here. So keep an eye on your music as you play. So I'm going to count to 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Then a 5th chord, single notes. Now, 2nd on the B flat, rest. Thumb on A. And there you have it. Now, there's obviously more to do with this section, but that's what the next video is for, is to show you how to bring all that hands together.